Mm-hmm. There it is. As always, same time, same place. Literally anything podcast for the people. That's that word again is people. Podcast for the people. Welcome as always 3 times. Welcome everybody to the show. Hope you had a wonderful week. We are here. You're here. Let's have some motherfucking fun while we at it. Yeah, this week's it's a little light. We are Sans guests this week. It's me, KP, aka Forgiveness Before Permission. I get that from one of my OGs who I have a lot of respect for, and I always thought that was a thorough bar. D Hood Tory sympathizer. Go off, bro. Fuck it. We going right into the shit. I like your name gave us just get to the shit. Let's go.
All right. First things first. If I make like a whole lot of old man, like a whole lot of old black man noises, like I fall asleep in conversation noises, it's because I have COVID. So y'all gonna have to bear with me.
My man pushed through. He could have easily canceled this and decided to still come up and and I appreciate you.
I'm just acknowledging the fact that every day it's like it seems like daily. It just looks better for Tory Lanez, like daily.
And that's something that we celebrating today.
Yeah, like I can here nor there, like whatever happened, some foul shit. Because the whole dance bitch thing is ridiculous. So like, whatever happened. But I'm officially listening to Tory with my windows down again.
Right, and see, I never stopped because I never started. So for me, there was no conflict. But we've had that conversation. You're a Tory Lanez fan. I think he mid as a motherfucker. I don't go out my way to listen to nothing he do personally. That's my opinion. And if your opinion differs from that, then respect to that too. So is that no? We're not gonna let that be your hot take though. We're gonna get to the hot takes though. What's the hot take? I needed you to explain the name for those who may see that and wonder what the hell is he talking about. So I had to let you get that off. But what's up with the hot take? Where's your head at with that one, good brother?
Dang, I had one too. I had like 3 actually. I don't know, bro. Y'all gotta start strapping up. You know what I mean? Start strapping up, nigga. Fuck
Elaborate.
Shit. Yeah, you shit. Fuck around shit. I started falling back. I stopped strapping up for a little bit, thinking outside was open. So stopped strapping up. Ended up with that shit. Went to a super spreader event.
Where was you at?
My brother's baby shower.
I mean, it's always going to be, risk as it would be, but I hear you. It's definitely a lot of relaxed policies and views on the shit right now, and it ain't over.
I'm double vaxxed, boosted, all that.
Yeah, I mean, but listen, this isn't your first time contracting COVID, and
why you say it like that? Contracting.
It's a disease, nigga. What you mean? Contract. That's the word.
God, you act like I put my dick in a wishing well.
Oh God. So when a nigga say contracting, you automatically think sexual? Is that what it is? You contract HIV, you contract all these other shit, so you don't contract the cold. You're right. I got you. My bad. Respect.
I don't have no 6'4".
Yo, that nigga said, hold up. Why you say it like that? I was just saying, my nigga, that was just me using technical jargon. It wasn't a shot. That's funny though. Like that's definitely going to have to get clipped up. This is so to finish my point. This is your second time having it. I ain't gonna say contracting. This is your second time having it. Yeah. And the first time you was like mostly dead.
Oh, so
for you to even be able to sit up and have this discussion and be in a good enough space to knock these 2 hours out says a lot about, the effect of the vaccine as far as on that note of it. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It's keeping you moving.
I told y'all early. I told y'all. I don't know what episode it was on, but I told y'all, bro. Because the first time I had it, it was like 21, at least 21 days. It was the whole month of December, and I was down bad. It was like Campbell's tomato soup was coming through my pores. Like, I don't know.
It was that type situation.
It was disgusting.
Oh man. Oh, shout out to the folks in the audience.
Yeah.
You definitely giving some good laughs with that. Shakira, hello, honey. How are you? Oh, so yeah,
Damn, Shakira. Fuck what you going through, nigga. You gonna be all right.
No, I think there wasn't a comma there. You will be fine, comma, good. I think that's the way that was supposed to read. Not nigga, you be all right.
Yeah.
Good.
Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. You gonna be all right.
That is the importance of punctuation when writing shit and communicating, because
you got them downloads, didn't you? You got them downloads, didn't you? Got the Omicron downloads, didn't you?
Yeah, a comma is probably one of the most important, like, you know, punctuation pieces that people ignore. It will really change the way you read a sentence and receive the information that you get. Don't forget your commas, people. Don't forget your commas. That's funny. And but on social media, we don't follow them same rules though. People don't care about punctuation on social media. You can write any old way you want to, and people get on you and you try and correct them. They're like, it's Facebook. They're like, all right, bro. Listen, you still need to have.
Yeah, no, hold it down, my nigga.
Look, see, and Shakira wanted to make sure she cleared it up. See, I told you.
Yeah.
Yo, that is funny. We appreciate you. So I got a funny hot take. I don't know if you got to see a little bit of ASAP's interview on Drink Champs.
Only seeing the part where he said Travis Scott bit his.
So there we are. Good. I'm glad you seen the part where I was going right to. So what I need niggas to stop doing, right? Because I don't agree with this at all. Let me not say I didn't mean to say disagree. I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah, like I don't really see it.
Like I don't see what he's seeing with this accusation that he's putting out there.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is that you look weird right now. Like you're so winning right now, my guy. Like you are winning.
Yeah.
Like Rihanna's your baby mom, and you on Drink Champs being salty. Sit your ass down somewhere. And it's like, come on, man. Like I get, like you, even the fact you just caught charges in LA and you still winning because Rihanna's your baby mom. Like, my nigga, sit down somewhere. Why are you worried about Travis Scott? Yeah, he stole my style, but my baby mom better than his. Like that's all you.
Yeah.
Like there are other things you can hang your hat on, bro. You should not be on Drink Champs sounding salty over Travis Scott's success over yours by saying he's quote unquote stole your style. That's weird to me. I didn't like that. That was a bad look for the brother.
I feel like Travis Scott's style has been like relative the same, like not like it's been like, you know what I mean, like baseline, but I feel like it's been there's nothing that he's ever worn that I've seen him in have I been like, oh wow, that's shocking. Like,
I mean, yeah, I don't get that. I don't understand that. I don't understand that angle. I don't understand where ASAP was going for with that. Yeah, I don't see it many more things than ASAP does. And I think if you ask me to pick who might be a better rapper, I would probably say ASAP. But overall, as an entertainer who puts better albums together, better songs together, Travis do production. I don't know. It's easily Travis. It's not even close.
I don't know, bro. Travis be shaking shit.
I don't know. He's never impressed me with bars. Like the shit that impresses me is like is conceptually. I like him as an artist. His shit always is very what's the word I'm looking for? Sonic. Sonically, his shit is always very well put together. He don't be barring niggas' heads off though. Like, I can't.
You
think
know
of
how
one John where I'm like, damn, Travis went in. Like he don't snap on nothing, bro.
You know how, what's that song where Drake was like, he was like, that's why every song sound like me featuring me. Like, listen to Antidote. Like, it really, like, Travis really gave us like two niggas on the same song. Pause. I don't know how niggas feel about that being the words, but
I don't get that. That was not a pause, bro.
All right. So like because he hit us with like melodies and all that shit, and then he gave us like the third verse, like this nigga really rapping. Like, I think that verse is fire. And then he went right back to like the original, like this is my song. Like it felt like two different people on the song.
I mean, that's a good song, but like, was he snapping though? Like, was he giving you like bars?
I mean,
dope song. That's what I'm saying. Like, he don't say nothing. Like, I literally don't remember Travis Scott lyrics.
But also ASAP do.
No, I
fuck with ASAP.
I was about to say, if I sit here and think about it long enough, I could come up with a bar from ASAP. A song where I was like, ASAP snapped. Like,
yeah, fucking Problems.
Yeah, he snapped on that.
Went crazy. Like went crazy.
He snapped on that. That's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
So
went crazy.
I don't even have a song like that where I can say Travis snapped. I got Jones, so I was like, he did good on that, John. It's all right. But he ain't got no joint where I can think of where I'm like, oh shit, he was cooking on that joint. What's the other joint with everybody off of ASAP first album?
What, One Train?
Yeah, he held his own on that joint.
Yeah, he didn't get punched around.
Yeah, he held his own on One Train.
Who do you think had the best verse on there? I know we talked about this before, but
you said what?
So who do you think had the best verse on there? I know we talked about this before, but I think we kind of touched on it. We didn't really.
Did we
go crazy?
My favorite verse on that song, I think, is from Wishmacall.
Come on, bro.
It's gonna be. Wait a minute, is that the joint with Gunplay? One Train got Gunplay. No, that's the other joint.
That's Ghetto Symphony.
Yeah, Ghetto Symphony. That's my yeah.
No, Gunplay was on there talking.
Gunplay had the best verse on that.
Yeah, sure.
What that y'all talk about? He was on there talking crazy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think my favorite verse on One Train. I don't know. I gotta listen to it again. I can't tell you right off top right now. I'm sure whenever we had the conversation, it was fresher in my mind, but that hasn't been. I'll be honest. That's on my workout playlist, and I ain't been in the gym in a long time. So yeah,
I keep it a beat with you. I don't know who's like my favorite, but I can tell you like who's not last.
Okay, I like that angle. Go ahead.
Danny Brown was talking crazy on there.
Yo, first off, Danny Brown got bars. Like, we're not gonna do that with Danny Brown. Like, I know niggas don't fuck with Detroit niggas a lot, but Danny Brown nice. Well, not that era of Detroit niggas. They like these new Detroit niggas.
Dick so big, just from Earth to Venus. Yo, yeah, bro was on there. Bitch, pussy smell like a penguin.
Though.
That shit is crazy. Bitch, pussy smell like a penguin is crazy.
He was talking wild on that, Jim.
Hey, bro.
But yeah, man, like ASAP,
like, heads up.
That's the hot take, man. You winning right now, bro. You can't be out here doing shit like that. You looking weird to niggas right now, bro. Like, nothing's wrong with your life. Sit the hell down. It's not a thing you should be complaining about. And that's just from us niggas out here who don't got Rihanna for a baby mom. Not that I'm complaining about any of my situation. What I'm saying is respectfully, they will even tell you that they ain't Rihanna. So, like, I ain't really worried about hurting nobody's feelings with that. That just is what it is. And it's gonna be. All right. So I did not send you the hit sheet because I just had so much shit going on. But I do have one here. And just a few things that I definitely want to get into. I'm hoping Shy actually gets a chance to pop on and join this, only because I have one little subject that I kind of seen throughout the week that I really would like a woman in here for us to have that discussion. And if she for some reason can't join us, I will absolutely table that until later. But so over the week, I think it was I want to say 3 days ago, former NBA and Michigan State basketball player, brother by the name of Adrian Payne, was murdered in his hometown. So, you know, it's a sad ass story. But the part of the story that kind of made me want to have a discussion here was the fact that there was a woman and a man having a domestic issue. The reason why Mr. Payne was shot was because he was trying to help protect this woman from this person who was abusing her, and that person pulled a gun and shot him. Which kind of led me into the question of, it's like, what do regular brothers supposed to do in them situations? Like, what do you do? Because if you walk away or you let it continue, like, you know what I mean? You in a fucked up spot then. But if you get involved, you run the risk of this type of nigga. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Or better yet, if you were always ready, nigga, and then you try and get involved to help her, and he pull and you pull, and now she like, he shot my husband on my boy, and like, it's just so many variables, right?
Yeah.
Like, what do you do there? Because this brother lost his life trying to do what he was probably in his mind thinking was the moral and correct thing to do. He was doing the right thing in that situation. I can't let this man put his hands on this woman and I'm going to say something and intervene. He did what he felt like a lot of us felt like, because I can't say that I wouldn't in that situation. Shit like this would make me think twice, but that's the same thing I would do. Yeah. But like, what is a motherfucker supposed to do, bro?
I think about that shit all the time. Like one time, I mean, I was in high school when this happened. And I was in the mall with my little girlfriend or whatever, and this nigga just started choking his girl. Like, she got the kid. I think it's like the girl had like a sister with her, all this stuff. Nigga started choking the shit out of her. Like, who the fuck you think you talking to? I just let that shit go. Like, I just kept it pushing. And I always felt terrible about that.
Yeah, like, because again, you don't know what you're intervening in. Like, all you know is what you see in that moment right there. You don't know the type of dude you're dealing with. You don't know right. And not to say that she's in any way, shape, or form deserving of whatever's happened to her. But what I'm saying is you just don't know context. And for you to intervene and assume, number one, that she'll be receptive of that help, because that's an assumption when you do that. And two, that he ain't one of them bulls that's going to get on that type shit when the shit happened. Like, it's just a lot of things you gotta hope go right in that situation for shit to be good with you. And is it easier to just be like, that ain't my business? Like, it's fucked up, but is it easier? Is that, let me not say is it easier? Clearly it's easier. Is it, in today's climate, is it the more practical thing to do?
Hey, we seeing how it unfolded. You ready to die for this pussy? Like, I am. Hey, like, I don't. Yeah. I mean, like, at this present stage in life, right now, I get it. Like, let Buddy try and double back, and like in my presence, like, are you ready to die for this? Because like I really am.
Right. No, see, that's got to be what it's going to be. Like, look, Shakira says she'll call the police. She's seen the stalker attack her neighbor when she was in college. She was scared for her. She yelled at me to go to the train. I had to say a prayer for her. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, and in that situation, I think when it's a woman and another woman, I think the woman's best bet is to call the police. Like, don't get involved.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, because it's like you don't know what you get. But even as a man, though, it's like, what do you do? Like,
what or as a woman, what do you do to take it a step further? I think we've had this conversation before, like a woman saying like, oh, like if my man get in a fight, like I'm jumping in, I would just strongly advise against that. Like, yeah, I don't care. I don't care if I'm winning. I don't care if I'm losing. None of that. Cause like if nigga hit you, like that could be the difference of me just knocking nigga out and like me like knocking the nigga out.
My hip.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this is what I'm saying. The difference between letting a couple things off and niggas just having fisticuffs is you staying on the side and letting me do what I'm doing. Like, respectfully. I'm not saying that your help isn't valued. I'm not saying you can't throw hands. I don't tight. But I be trying to remind her a lot of the times, like, hey, sis, these is men. I need you to relax. Like, if it comes to that, we'll do what we need to do. But I don't need you, like, She ready to fight a grown ass man. Like, I know. I tell her all the time. I said, I'm gonna have to fuck somebody up one day or get fucked up or something. Like, it's gonna come to it because you talk crazy to niggas when you get in that zone. It just is what it is. She's better now, but earlier in our relationship, I definitely thought I was gonna catch a charge. Cause as mad as she gonna make a nigga, I ain't gonna be able to fight him. Right. When you got a 5'3" little loud woman in your face talking all this crazy shit, like y'all the same size, she's gonna take you to a level where the first nigga you see that represent her, you ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Right. You don't care if that nigga's 6 years old. I'm gonna whoop his ass for you. Like, it's just that's how that go. So I respect that, but it is what it is. I think that's one of the perils of our wonderful black sisters. They don't give a fuck, man. If they was raised in certain environments, ain't no nigga gonna talk to them crazy. And that shit be and not just our African American, just all our brown women. They all every last one of them will go right upside your shit quickly, and that's funny. But I don't know. I would be interested. Maybe I'll throw that up in the group. Some of the fellas might answer. Niggas don't never answer poll questions. Women are just better at that kind of shit, bro. Like when you look like a survey or like shit like that, niggas will scroll past that shit. Women will fill that motherfucker out for you. Like, but either way, I still need. I need to know like what's the consensus on that. Like is because is the fact that motherfuckers are shooting you for no reason at all deterring people from doing which is the morally correct thing, and I'll put moral in quotations. Like it's the correct thing to do, quote unquote. Like it's like, is it a better her than me situation? Like, man, he was gonna shoot a nigga regardless, so maybe it's better her. Like, and that's fucked up. And I'm not making light of it, but I'm asking because in a split second, you got to make that decision. Like when you see that shit happening, if you coming out the, the Chinese store, this dude standing on the corner with a chick with her ass, you got 0.2 seconds to decide to intervene or get in your car and drive away with your wings. Hey, like one you do.
What if you in that elevator with Ray Rice and he's knocked her the fuck out? Like, you get knocked the fuck out too?
Ray Rice was like 5'6", 210, bro. You know how strong that nigga?
Yeah.
You'd have been in that motherfucking tussling with Ray Rice, nigga.
That like shit. He gonna drag both of y'all by the ankles like a horror movie.
Easily. With no problem.
Not it's a just fucking like the problem on
Earth. Yeah, no, I don't know, man. That's a hell of a...
For those who don't know who Ray Rice is, take Derrick Henry, get that nigga a fade, and then put him in a heat press for 22 minutes. And
I'm about to say, make him about 4.5 inches shorter, but the same exact body type. Yes. And that's what you got in Ray Rice. And that nigga hit that girl so damn hard and then got mad at her. Like, he hit her, and then you can see his whole body language. It's like, bitch, see what you made me do? Like,
they stay together too. Hey, you know my roommate Josh, like the one with the husky and shit, where I used to live at. His mom is the one that arrested him after that happened.
That's crazy. No, that Ray Rice shit was wild, bro. Like, she's still with that brother,
and she should be
to this day. But the whole thing is, Earth off this nigga. He was still a great football player at the time. He was still definitely a capable football player. He never got another chance in the NFL. Never got another chance. And I'm not saying that he should have, but I'm telling you that she forgave him and the world did not. And that's why you don't intervene in them situations.
I remember my hot take.
Okay.
And it's crazy how this kind of came full circle. If Alex Smith doesn't go down, do we see the whole world change post Kaepernick? Like how the world is now, I feel like Colin Kaepernick has directly affected kind of like how we live, how we digest media, how I mean, like look at what
you're talking about from an activism side of things and just an awareness side of things.
Yeah, and kind of being a martyr too at that level because he's still not in the league. So, does that happen if Alex Smith stays healthy? Because remember, he tore his ACL or something like that, and Colin Kaepernick got the starting job.
Right. And no, you're right. That is exactly how it happened. But Colin was talented enough that he wasn't going to just sit behind Alex Smith forever. He was going to go somewhere and be successful. Would he have had the amount of success that he had in San Francisco? Who knows?
No, but think about all the
he
things
went somewhere to be notable enough when he started whatever he started. Had he been on a field and starting quarterback anywhere, what happens still happens. So I don't know that it happens in San Francisco if Alex Smith doesn't get hurt, but he was talented enough to be in the position to make this much noise. I think it still happens. Honestly, I do.
But think about how at the timing of it, Donald Trump trying to go into office in that 2015 range. All of these things happening in that time frame. Him being in that starting position, because if Alex Smith stays healthy, he's a number 2. Does he get that much airtime for what's going on? He's more easily expendable. The first time he kneels, he might get cut. We might never hear from him ever again.
So when is the first kneel? What year is that? At the beginning of what season?
I want to say the 2016 season.
Check that and the reason why I say that is because, like I said, I don't know that Colin Kaepernick, with the talent that he had, is on the 49ers bench beyond that season if Alex Smith doesn't get hurt. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is at the very least, in that next season, he's a starter.
Bruh, he's been the starter at this point. It was the final 2016 preseason game on September 1st, 2016. That was the first time that he kneeled.
And when did Alex Smith get hurt and leave? And when did he become the full-time starter? What was the amount of time in between those two things?
I'm about to look. I want to say he'd been the starter for some time at that point.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact timeline. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
I'm looking right now.
I like to believe that maybe it doesn't happen exactly in the same fashion as far as the timing and all that, but I think the message is put out and it does happen. I think it does happen. Does it look like this? Probably not.
It was 2012.
So yeah. Even if Alex Smith doesn't get hurt in 2012, by 2015, 2016, Colin Kaepernick is somewhere else.
Starting,
he's not there. He was too good for that to happen.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I again, and because of that, I think it still happens. Yeah, for sure. If the proximity is a little closer, I may have a little more doubt. But with it being that close, I'll rock with that. Anybody know what's happening in the Sixers game? I'm scared to even check.
So but I'm about to check. Shiver me fucking timbers.
I'm checking right now. Don't even.
Hey, bro, remember them wings from a couple meetings ago? They might make another appearance today, but not as many.
Oh, you talking about when E-Boog was with us and you dropped the 50 box on us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sixers are down 2 second quarter.
Okay,
I refuse to get in that right now. Like, I just got to focus on what I'm doing here.
Yeah. I saw it said Danny Green was down today, and I was like, do we care?
Danny played good at home. We need him. It's he can stay home when we go on road games though. Like they could leave Jersey Yang in the locker room though. Anyway, I could go on all day about that. I'm not starting with that shit right there.
But for real, you're not even a Sixers fan.
Good juju out in the air. Okay, 37-36, 8 minutes left in the second quarter. Okay. Thank you, good brother. Appreciate you. I'm absolutely a Sixers fan, nigga. What are you talking about?
I thought you was a somebody else fan. Oh, you was because you was a Charles Barkley fan, right?
I was a Charles Barkley fan as a young man. I am still even to this day, unfortunately, I still have a piece of love in my heart for the Lakers. I try and shed it, but it's not working.
I got a couple of them. I ain't gonna hold you.
But the Sixers, Joe went to Kansas. I'm good after that. Like like Kansas is my number one basketball love over everyone, and Joe went to Kansas, so I'm gonna ride that all the way regardless. But on top of that, I do like the Sixers. I enjoy going to the Wells Fargo Center and enjoying the basketball game and rooting for that team. It's a good fucking team to watch. I liked Iverson. I just liked Kobe a little more. Like, I don't have an issue with the Sixers. I just, I am who I am in those moments. But no, I'm definitely hoping that they win this game. I don't feel great about Game 7, but I'm rooting for them tonight. But I've said more than I promised myself I would say about them already. So
I feel like in Game 7, Jimmy Butler hits a bullshit shot with like 0.3 seconds left
on some repeat of Kawhi shit. Yeah. It's like they exercised the ghost of Kawhi by beating Toronto, and now they'll be haunted by the ghost of Jimmy. I'm fully aware that that's what's about to happen. And it's all because they wouldn't get rid of Ben Simmons back then, and they ended up getting rid of him anyway.
Yeah.
Jimmy ain't have a problem playing with Joe. Jimmy ain't have a problem playing with Toby. Jimmy had a problem playing with that light-skinned nigga. And that's what the problem was. And they was like, oh, no, he's a cornerstone. If we got it, so they chose Ben over Jimmy. That's how I see it. I don't know that to be fact. I don't have any inside information to confirm what I'm saying. That's just how my soul feels. And sometimes
I will say
how your soul feels.
I will say that it did start to feel kind of good when him and Jimmy got it together a little bit. And you saw those little moments of them making that work, and Joel's minutes were up a little bit. Like seeing that dynamic, that was definitely.
Listen, man, just imagine right now if you got. And you probably don't because of the draft pick, but you might. But just imagine if you got Tyrese Maxey, Jimmy Butler, and Joel Embiid right now. Like, plus Toby, because he was already there, and whatever other auxiliary pieces. Now, I am fully of the belief that the Sixers are going to be better next year than they are this year, because they'll have the time to put the proper bench pieces around those other people. I'm also of the belief that James Harden is not 100% healthy. That's just how I feel. I have not felt like he's had the bounce on his jump shot, not on his drives to the lane, but on his jumpers. James Harden was a jump shooter. Like, I need you to go back and look at Houston. He's not shooting flat foot set shots off that step back. It's pat, step back, and straight in the air. Good spring, good bounce to those jump shots. He doesn't have that right now. Now, it might be because he's old, but it didn't look like that earlier this year. When he dropped 39 for Brooklyn earlier this year, he still had bounce. Like, bounce don't leave in 5 months. Like, especially if you got a bad hammy. Because if you ever had a bad hamstring, anything hurts. And jumping high hurt hard as a motherfucker, because like, that shit is not a joke. So, excuse me. And again, those aren't excuses.
Hey,
those are my observations.
Right back.
I could be 100% wrong about that. But if I am, then that is what it is. And if I'm not, then next season will be much better, because, again, I think that once they add the proper bench pieces, because I don't like Niang, I don't like Furkan, I don't like DeAndre Jordan, I don't like pretty much anyone they bring off their bench. Shake is all right here and there. I like B-Ball Paul. I wish they give Reed more clock. I do like Reed. I'm not really sure how I feel about Niang. I hate him right now, but I liked him earlier in the season, so I don't know. We'll see. But we definitely need to make some moves and get a new bench in there. Our agreements. That's definitely what we need. Literally Anything podcast for the people. We're 34 minutes in. We had a slightly earlier start time than usual. Tried to get on at 7:15, but life and all that shit. Got on about 7:20. We'll be shutting it down right around 9:10, 9:15 today. Because life, and I got other things to do, so I got to get up out of here on time. But we're here with you now, me and the good brother D Hood. My man's over there trying to get his COVID-19 situation together. He's feeling under the weather, but good enough to join us, and we appreciate the hell out of the good brother D Hood.
You hear me breathing?
The Tory sympathizer. I did not hear you breathing, bro. It's okay.
Right. All right.
No, you did good with whatever you did to cover your mic. We couldn't hear you.
Because I'm over here breathing like a goddamn Rottweiler.
Yeah. My nigga Cujo.
On me.
My nigga Cujo.
Hey, as long as y'all mind, I'm about to fuck all this shit up.
Yeah. I just stick with me conversation wise. Go ahead and do your thing though. So bro, I know this is, and I'm gonna get this off before you get your wing started. How you feel about the YSL situation, bro?
Minding my business.
No, because I know you love Thugger. That's your man. Like, I fucks with Gunna a little more than I fuck with Thugger, but you know.
Me and P saw Gunna in the airport
The other day?
No, I mean, nah. Like when I was in Atlanta, when we was in Atlanta. Hey man, like y'all thought he was lying. Like I don't. We knew this. I don't know. What's interesting to me though, you know what's interesting? Remember that video of Gunna snitching?
Mm-hmm.
How do we feel about it now?
We gonna know in a couple of weeks. We gonna know in a couple of weeks, nigga. Cause if it ever was a time to snitch, this the time. Hey man, listen. For another double burger, I go a few more. Like he need to get on the WeBay shit. Like either telling or just somebody need to step up and eat all that shit. But they got them boys on Rico. They all going to jail, bro. Like it's a dub. Like they got you on Rico charges, bro. Like that ain't no shit to play with. They ain't just.
I'm just wondering, like, at what point do you detach yourself? Like, how do you not detach?
You got to, man. Like, once you have already started, and them brothers is making good money through music, like they not like. There's no reason for that. There's literally no reason. You pass that down to the youngins. You let them handle that. If the shit fall apart, the shit fall apart because you good where you at. But you cannot be in the everyday, day-to-day operations and shit like that at their level. You just can't.
Hey,
it's just a bad decision.
You know what's hilarious? You seen that shit from a couple months ago with Baby walking down the street in France, and then it was like they asked him if he knew Thug and Gunna, and he was like, "Me no hablo inglés." Like did not want to talk about them at all. I guess now we know why.
I mean, because niggas know. If the feds know that, first off, let's just address some of the details of this shit, right? Thug ended up with more charges after they raided his crib. Because apparently this nigga got 1 million illegal guns. and all kinds of other shit.
Sawed-off shotgun, sawed-off rifle.
Just modified shit. Just all kinds of shit that get you extra charges. So, you know, whatever.
In Georgia, which is crazy at that.
Yeah. Like, did you not see Clifford's case? Like, you gotta know better with this kind of shit. Apparently these brothers are involved in the day-to-day. They've ordered as a unit, what was it, like 28 murders since 2000.
That's hard.
2000 something teen, not a whole lot of time. It's just without the details of it, it's really just a case of like, this is Dave Chappelle when Keeping It Real goes wrong in real life form. Like this is literally what you are watching. You are watching when Keeping It Real goes wrong happen to actual people. Like, why are you here? I seen somebody put a post up that said YSL employs several different factions and entities of people, and they do this and they do that, and all these people are counting on them for them. So this is also taking money and food out of the mouths of working people. So y'all mad at us for talking about it, or y'all mad at them for doing the dumb shit? Please explain. Because we ain't do that shit. Like the niggas who talking about it didn't do that dumb shit. And yes, you're absolutely right. That's what makes the story even more sad. That's what makes the story even more valid to have a discussion about. Because are you motherfuckers thinking about the fact that y'all got thousands of people who rely on y'all to be a reputable business in order for them to have a life? Do y'all think about those people before y'all make those moves? That's not on us. That's not on the public. That's not on the media. That's not on anybody else. That's incumbent upon them to make good fucking decisions with long-term thought processes and not just be stuck up in this thing of, I got to validate my reality. Fuck out of here with that shit.
Can we address the whole the guy asking if Jack Harlow was in the indictment?
I saw that headline, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't even go into it. So you can enlighten me. How did that work? What was that?
So the DA or the assistant DA, whoever, is at the podium taking their, doing a little hand wave, successful indictment, yada yada. Guy raises his hand, calls on him. He was like something about him being surprised to not see Jack Harlow's name listed in the indictment.
And what was the response that was given?
She was like, well, in our approach, we just decided to not get sexy and like stay concise in our approach, and like basically get what we know that we can get, all this shit. So like to me, I can tell you what I think.
Okay.
To me, it just sounds like, on one end, a person who's not very educated in hip hop, and they just know that there's a very popular rapper named Jack Harlow. So why wouldn't this popular rapper, who I have no idea what they look like, what they sound like, anything, be involved in illicit behavior?
Right. And
then on the DA's side, she might understand a little bit more, but she's probably like, well, what do you know that out? Like what? Like why would he be
right
listed in these documents? So I think that was just like kind of like negligent on.
That's
on
weird as shit. Part. The fact that he even said that shit. Like what? That's crazy. Gunna turned himself in. I saw Gunna's mugshot. It looked like they took that shit in the alley. Like it's the darkest mugshot I ever seen in my life. Usually with the mugshot, they be in the brightest room in the joint with the brightest light. They put you against the whitest wall. Like your whole shit be like made so they can see you. It's like they took this nigga in the alley, bust the light out, and cut the flash off, and was like, all right, turn to the side. Like his shit looked crazy on the one I saw. Now, whatever, but that whole shit is crazy to me, man. I don't know. As a regular nigga, it's very hard for me to fathom getting. All right, let me even give you, and let me preface that even differently. As a nigga who knows street shit and knows street niggas and been a part of those sorts of things, understanding what it's like to not have to worry about that kind of shit no more, and not have to live that life no more, and not have to be a part of the risk that comes with all that anymore. Why, when you're out of it, you would want to go back? It's just fucking weird to me. I don't get it, and I understand that that's a mentality that I don't subscribe to. So therefore, it seems weird to me. But above that, it's just weird in general. Like you made it, bro. Niggas is giving you 5 figures a show to do shows, maybe 6 in the right spot or the right situation. You're getting good money a show. Keep making music and doing shows. Why are you doing this weird shit? It's just I don't understand.
This shit.
I don't understand that shit at all, man. It's very tough for me to subscribe to. It's very difficult for me to even have any like reasonable understanding of, because it's just dumb.
Hip hop is so diversified now. You know how like every episode of The Shop, there's always like at least one person that like that crossover, like that white person in the episode. So like I'm wondering like who was in Gunna's episode that was like, oh shit, I was in an interview with a criminal. Like
see, but I don't even think that people put that past anybody now. Honestly. I don't think niggas be that surprised about that kind of shit no more. Now maybe a murderer, but certainly not a criminal.
I mean, but it said that niggas was ordering murders and shit.
Yeah. So the murder aspect might have him like, damn, what the hell? Where was I at?
Oh no, nobody in his episode would. It's Steve Stout.
Oh yeah,
Ross. I don't know who this chick is, but she. Oh, what's her name? Asia Wilson.
Steve Stout got his ass whooped by Puffy.
He did. He got hit in the head with a champagne bottle,
which is a wild story to tell anybody. Yeah, Diddy whooped my ass with a champagne bottle. Damn.
What'd he do? What'd he do?
He could have killed you, nigga. That's what you gotta think with Diddy. You know, them 16 roaches drove that nigga crazy. I'm never letting it go, bro. I need him to publicly apologize for that shit. Otherwise, I'm gonna mention it every time I talk about him. Cause why you lying, Sean?
Sean,
stop lying. Wasn't no fucking 16 roaches on your feet. And if I gotta keep saying it, I will. All right. So I got a question for you, brother D Hood. Mr. Tory sympathizer.
I got Tracy Ellis Ross eye.
Forrest Whitaker eye?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Oh shit.
A little bit. It ain't bad though. Your lighting ain't great, so can't nobody really see it. Like you ain't got the ring light on your shit. Like you good.
Dude, this shit not sparkling the way I needed to sparkle.
Yo, so here's the question.
All right.
Who rank your order of hate from most hated to least hated with these three people?
Okay.
Ready?
Most hated to least hated?
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Wack 100.
Oh my God.
Benzino.
Okay.
Or Academics. Rank them worst, like easily most hated to like I hate them, but whatever though. 1 through 3.
Wack, Benzino.
We have the same 3, but I really battled with 1 and 2. I battled with 1 and 2 fiercely, bro. Because Wack 100 drives me fucking crazy. But I've been hating Academic a much longer time than him.
I hate him more because that nigga's from the same state I'm from.
Jersey.
I think Wack believes himself to a degree. Like when you got it's something about having like a mean right hook that gives you an unwavering confidence about yourself.
Right. No, you're right.
And Benzino, like, I mean, he had rocked the party, and break the party, and the party. Like we used to listen to that. He had the braids. I remember.
My whole thing with Benzino is like, bro, you still going? Your daughter hates you. Like, if you need another example of how shitty of a person ends up when you're in the position that he's in, for his daughter to not fuck with him at all.
Anybody he talked bad about, she loved it. I love him. He's just such a nice person.
She's purposely going at her pop in front of the world. Every time he say something, like you said, if he say something negative about you, Coy come in with a positive the same hour. Like she not wasting no time. Her petty is on 30 million with this man right now. What girl treat their dad like that?
Hey, what happened with it was something about him and a robot in disguise?
Oh, word? I didn't even hear nothing about that. I just know I hate this nigga.
What?
Like body shape. Like he looked like like a fucking battle tool. Like why is he built like that? Like my nigga is really built like a battle tool. And it's the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. Like it makes me fucking mad. Like what are you doing, bro? Like earthworm gym shaped ass nigga. Like you just look crazy out there, bro. Whatever that steroids you taking, put that shit down. It's gotta stop. Cause ain't nobody telling me he in the gym. Eat a dick. I don't believe that shit. Nope.
he got that synthetic shit. You ever see that shit? They be injecting in their arms and make that shit balloon all up like that.
Oh, word.
Yo, that nigga really used to be on Love and Hip Hop, which is hilarious.
Like I said, man, I think he's probably the saddest of those three. Cause bro didn't have to be this. Like he had opportunities way before this.
Yo, he didn't have to rap.
You said what?
So he didn't have to rap. He could have just been successful magazine. You feel
me? He didn't need to rap. You're right about that. You're right about that. I would agree with that 100%. He took it too far by doing some shit he ain't had to do.
Who the Benzino beef with besides Eminem?
Nobody that I know of, but I don't check for Benzino until I hear his daughter talking shit about him. That's fucked up, right? Like
she was shaking them little bones.
You said what?
She was shaking them little bones.
Yeah, no. I mean, her music all right, I guess. I don't have no problem with her.
I'd rather listen to Jocelyn Hernandez.
No, bro. Remember?
Because at least I know she writing that for real.
Wait a minute. Remember the episode of the Chappelle Show with the 3 Daves? he was on the phone. He said, "Rush Hour 3. Oh, damn." he said, "Rush Hour. Oh, tell me who I lost the part to." Chris Tucker, damn again. Jackie Chan, that motherfucker don't even speak English. That's every time I hear Jocelyn Hernandez, I think of that show because that bitch can't talk. How is she like? Oh man, I try my best, bro. I pride myself on understanding that everything ain't for me, and I don't hate on nobody's success or nobody lane. But she is one of those people that I have the hardest time understanding why anybody gives a fuck about.
Hey, you know her nigga from North Philly.
You said what?
Her nigga from North Philly.
What that mean? I know a lot of bitches with niggas from North Philly. My girl got a nigga from North Philly. What that mean? She ain't famous for nothing. Having a nigga from North Philly don't mean shit to me. I want to know why we care about this bitch who don't speak English. And they let her rap. The bitch rap broken English. How you rap broken?
I got a song with her, bro.
Yo, yeah, I remember you sent me this show. You sent that to me. I remember that shit. And it wasn't bad because your verse. I wouldn't listen to it ever again, though.
I was on there sliding.
Man. Anyway.
I want to ride it, baby. Yo, she got some hits, bro.
I hate her so much.
She got some hits, bro. I'm telling you. Yes, she do.
That shit ass water. Fuck out of here, man. I want to ride. I want to ride. Juice. Nobody wants to hear that.
Telling you, she got some joints, bro.
Man, that shit. But I'm not listening to that shit, man.
Tell me if you want it.
This bitch was on the jump. And Brian Panties. That wasn't even a bikini. That shit was Brian Panties, and this bitch just steady rapping broken English. Like,
girl, acting like
that shit weird to me, man.
Acting like I give a fuck where your dick be. I ain't tripping on you, bro. She be walking on shit. I'm telling you.
She don't, yo.
I'm telling you.
You lying to yourself. Jocelyn don't be walking on nothing. That bitch be talking some crazy shit. And because y'all see her loving hip hop, niggas is listening because of what she look like, and I don't know why women are listening because y'all can't understand that bitch neither. I don't get it. I don't get it. I can't. No, bro. No, bro. No. There's nothing you can say to me that's gonna validate this. No, she is unstamped forever and ever. No,
I'll be glad. Hey, who the hardest woman out right now? Like, who the hardest female rapper out to you?
As far as just like flow and bars and everything, is anybody spitting harder than Megan right now? Who?
The Big Lotto.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. At first, I was like, but I've heard her slide on a couple.
Giving boss bitch.
I will give you.
Giving bad
yes,
bitch.
I fucks with her.
Yo, she talking.
I still look. It took me too long to come around to realizing that Megan do be spitting. So I just really started giving her props. So give me a second on Lotto. I'm gonna get to her. I gotta work my way to that.
It just be like I just kind of feel like she plateaued. Like I don't feel like her shit is dynamic. Like
she's female baby. Wait a minute. No, you can't do that though, because you be on here punching for that nigga with that one ass flow. So keep it consistent, bro. If we doing that,
bro, you know I like her.
The reason why they songs are so fire because they the exact same rapper.
No, Lotto be really talking, bro.
No, I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about Megan and your man Kirk. They are the same rapper, different gender. They are literally the same exact
rapper. Head ass nigga is not my man's.
You every time I say he got one flow, you be like, no, you be punching for that nigga. So that's your man.
All right. You ain't see it. You ain't see his LA. Tell me you ain't see his LA Leakers shit.
What's going on, mama? No, he slid on that LA Leakers joint. Yeah. Like I told you, he cooked that joint. No, absolutely. I'll give you that. He fucked that joint up. But every time I come on this motherfucking show and I say the baby got one flow, right after that, you always be like, no, you be thinking of songs and shit. Like, you be punching for that nigga. And I've never told you he was corny. I told you I'm tired of the same flow. I'm not listening to more than the baby songs in a row, ever. On no day, nowhere. Because I don't want to hear that shit. Like, I feel like it's the MC Hammer Adams Family, John. Like, that shit crazy.
If I was him, I would never go on Sway ever again. I'd be like, fuck Sway.
Why you say that?
Because we know who the baby is. Why you gonna sit there and give him some Eminem beats for his freestyle? You dick eating for real.
All I'm saying is, he should have just killed the beat. He should have just cooked it. LA Leakers freestyles be showing niggas though, because J. Cole, I still listen to J. Cole LA Leakers freestyle often. He fucked that joint up. Matter of fact, I cut it on in the car the other day. Shout out to Baby Boy Buggy. Me and my son was in the car, and he was like, "Why is he killing this like this?" It's like he hadn't heard the LA Leakers freestyle before. And I, you know, I wasn't even in the car. I was in the kitchen. I was like cooking and shit, and I had the music playing. He was like, he just came in the kitchen like, "Why is he killing this like this?" So yeah, the boy's a problem. Yeah, Cole really is just fucking everything.
I had one of these moments, one of these same moments, like Buggy. So me and P beefing, right? We're not really seeing eye to eye for whatever reason. We on the way to my brother's baby shower. It's Friday. Jack Harlow album just dropped, so this the time. I got an hour or something drive. I'm gonna just listen to this album.
Perfect time to digest the album.
So I get the Poison. Him and Wayne. Did you listen to it yet?
Mm-hmm.
So I get the Poison.
That song, not the whole album. Still,
all right, cool. I just need you to have heard this song. So I get the Poison. I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, this cool. This shit cool. He get to the hook. The hook. I'm like, oh yeah. Wayne come in, his verses, whatever. I'm not the biggest fan.
Right.
And then, so by this point, like I think like the last two songs, I was trying to talk to her, she was trying to talk to me or something, and we was like missing each other. So then it got quiet, so I just turned the music back up. And she turned and rolled over and was towards the door. So I'm sitting there. This nigga on Jack Harlow is sliding on his second verse, dog. Sliding on there. And I tap her on her back. I'm like, hey, yo, I know we beefing right now, but you hear how this nigga like bending this shit right now? Like, you hear how this nigga walking all over this shit right now? And she rolled over and so was smiling and she's like, nah, I started over. So I started over. She was listening to it. And then she was like, oh yeah, she was like, I can do it without Wayne. I was like, yeah, me too. It's all right, whatever.
Right.
So she get to the second verse and she was like, yo, you start fucking that shit up.
That's a good moment to have with a motherfucker right there. Give me 1 second, bro. I need to go to my door real fast, which is like 2 feet away, but I don't need everybody to see me and hear me. So don't eat a wing and just give me a second. Give us your wrap up on the album though. You listen to the whole thing. I wouldn't mind hearing what you feel of it as like front to back, top to bottom.
I really like it. I really like it, even if I wasn't a Jack Harlow fan. I was pretty open with the fact that I didn't like the first album initially for a while. And then I probably started liking it after a couple months. But I like this one a lot. I told KP off the air that it gave me the feeling of like a very good Drake album.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like this is like Jack Harlow's Take Care. I don't know. I really like the album. I hate this whole weirdo narrative of like, oh, he's white. He like should he be the one that's popping right now? Oh, we let we got an infiltrator. Like
that's weird. That's a weird rollout. Shakira agrees with you. Wayne, disagrees with you. She said Wayne killed it on Poison. She liked this verse.
After I listened to it and then I heard what he said before that, because I didn't get that at first. When I heard what he said, I was like, "Oh, all right, yeah, he was on there talking."
You had to let it sit with you for a minute.
Yeah,
it'd be like that sometimes. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check out the whole. I checked out Poison. What was the other track? It was another feature. I checked out two of the feature tracks.
Shit with Drake.
It was the Drake John, the Wayne John.
Yeah.
Man, listen. So I remember the conversation. So real quick, I want to before we. I don't really have an opinion on it other than those two. I like both of those songs, so I'm assuming that I'm going to like the rest of it. I will listen to it in its entirety soon enough. Last week we had a quick topic, and it was our favorite Drake verse. That was the topic. And I told y'all that I felt like in my mind, it felt like Lord Knows was probably my favorite Drake verse from him.
Mm-hmm.
And I said that just off of me remembering the verse. But then it actually like popped up on my playlist, like literally last night while I was playing, I don't know, what the hell was I playing? I was playing Madden, and it popped up on my playlist. And yeah, no, I'm 100% sure that that's his best verse ever. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the narrative on Drake is so many different things depending on who you listen to or who what circle you in. He make music for bitches. He's too emotional. He don't got bars. Like I'm just saying this is what niggas say. I don't feel this way, clearly. But I'm telling you what niggas say.
Hey, I was in the crib loaded the other day. And I don't know why, how, or what, but I was listening to Nothing Was the Same. And Hold On, We Going Home came on. Oh, I was like in my bag. Like I don't even know how Listen, I don't know how I landed safely.
He got a lot of those joints. But so my man, and this is one part of the verse that really, really is a couple parts. He say, I know that showing emotion can never make me a pussy, but know that I don't make music for niggas who don't get pussy. So those are the ones I count on to diss me or overlook me. That just that bar right there. That's self-awareness. That's creativity. That's clapping back without beat. Like it's so many things in it, and that's just one part of it. And he does that a couple times just in that verse, like addresses things, like all the things they be poking fun at. Never the flow though. They know I run that. Like he just subtly said, and you even mentioned this next bar a little earlier. He say, if all I see is me, then who should I be afraid of? Like he say, y'all niggas stole a lot of niggas. He say a lot of niggas eating off a style that I made up, but if all I hear is me, then who should I be afraid of? Like all these things are facts, man. But then he got like the hard bars throughout that joint too. I don't think he's got a more complete verse than that, where he just go bars, address issues, talk his shit. Like he go through everything. And I don't get it twisted. He spit for like 49 bars.
Right.
That's a long ass verse. That is not a standard 16 or 24. I feel like that was like a whole 32 he put down on that because he was rapping for a minute, and Ross don't be on there long, and it's still like a
how do we feel about Ross's verse?
Ross killed it. It was, but he just, what was you gonna do against that verse? It's one of them things where if you want a 2-verse song with a nigga,
fell in love with the pen and started fucking the ink.
like,
all right.
Destined for acquaintance, but got a place in Jamaica. Villa on the. It's the typical Ross verse. He don't say nothing, but he says everything.
Right.
You know I love Ross, but Ross don't say shit. He just say it real good. Shakira's vote is Lemon Pepper Freestyle.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, no, he definitely he cooked on that one too. But yeah, I had to revisit that because as I was listening, I was like, yo, he really was talking on this shit. This shit's kind of different. Like, my favorite bar in there is get some shake a brick in the press and chef it like Mrs. Fields. They make it the cookie straight. Like, that shit is hard. That, like, for my niggas who know with them street, that's a hard ass bar, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, but no, y'all gotta stop sleeping on Drake. Y'all weird niggas who be acting like because he makes songs that women love.
I think
that he don't be spitting.
Lemon Pepper Freestyle is up there. I'm not saying that's number one.
Oh no, it's in the discussion though. You can have a discussion.
You know what's up there for me? I didn't think about this last week. What's it called? 4 p.m. in Calabasas.
Here's the formula for a good song: random city, a time, in. Mm-hmm. If he write a song called 5 a.m. in whatever city, that song gonna be fire. 6 p.m. in whatever city. Every freestyle or song he got that's time stamped is fire.
Or something freestyle.
Yeah, something freestyle or a timestamp joint. 4 a.m. in Toronto is crazy. 4 a.m. in Calabasas is crazy. 9 a.m. in Dallas freestyle is crazy. 9 p.m. in Dallas. Like, he got so many of them, and they're all crazy. You could pretty much stamp that if you put
that shit was hard. What is it called? Are you so promoted as Yankee? We established like the Yankees. The whole nigga was on there wandering back through traffic. Through traffic.
Crazy. He really was tap dancing on that shit. Like, that shit was filthy.
Duppy freestyles up there for me as well.
You said who?
Duppy freestyles up there for me as well.
He cooked Duppy. He definitely cooked that, John. Let's see what else we got. Yo, so did you hear about this shit? So apparently, Bobby Brown.
That nigga is wild, bro. He never ceased to amaze me.
Well, let me see if you heard this one yet, because this one might do it.
I think I did.
And it's not something that he did. It's something that happened to him. He has an A&E documentary coming out. And apparently some of the clips have been leaked of this A&E documentary. And this brother is opening up about being molested by a priest.
Oh, wow.
That's wild. Like, because I don't recall anything in his story prior to that where this was mentioned. So it's like, this is some new shit. And like, everybody know Bobby was kind of wild, and that's putting it very mildly. So like, but is this like an insight into the shit Bobby was into? Like, he was repressing pain and memories and shit with the coke and everything else? Like, is that what that is? Or is this just like
early on his jaw wasn't like that?
No, fuck no.
How his
young Bobby ain't look like that?
Because in the movie they say he fell. I know niggas that fell and they shit not like that.
Yeah, listen, I can't speak to what or what not, but I can tell you that young Bobby ain't look like that. My prerogative Bobby had a regular face. Like, I can't speak to nothing beyond that. But my prerogative Bobby had a regular goddamn face. He was not.
Didn't Pusha T have a Bobby Brown jawline?
The Eagles came, we gave you Bobby Brown jaw.
Yeah.
Flows when the shoe didn't make the cut. Yeah. Niggas said they tired of Pusha T coke rap. You tired of Pusha
T yes. Rap? People say that? I just said that.
It's niggas saying that.
For real?
Yeah, for sure.
It's not that I'm over coke rap. I'm over this like coke rap and put like a Virgil Abloh frame around it rap. That's what I'm over. I'm over like you've never sold coke at this level raps.
I'm a better coke dealer than you.
Yeah, like I'm over it. Oh, like wow, I'm so happy to hear that because I literally, bro, hold on. Samir, my brother-in-law and shit.
Mm-hmm.
He texted me. Oh, because he just got out of Ramadan, so I'm giving him a whole bunch of albums. So I asked him, I was like, you catching back up on music? And he was like, yeah, you got something from me. And I was like, Push album, Jack Harlow album, Lotto, Future, Dreamville, Vince Staples. He was like, so far, don't like Push album, only on the first listen. I really like Future. I have to listen to the rest. And I was like, it's cool, but I'm just kind of over the Coke, Balenciaga, Louvre, and Paris rap. Like, I'm just kind of over it at this point.
I mean,
and he started rapping like Mason Call My Bluff, and I was not here for it.
Yeah, I heard Call My Bluff, and I immediately was like, this seems dated. This song sounds dated. That was the first thing I thought about Call My Bluff. I fucks with Diet Coke. I fucks with the Joe. I fucks with that album personally. I like it.
It's cool, but it just has it's just at this point.
What do y'all expect from Push though?
Okay.
What do you expect from Push?
Like, hold that thought, right? What do you expect from DaBaby then?
That's why I just don't listen. I don't get mad about it. I respect the other niggas like him, but I don't fuck with him. That's fine.
But niggas act like it's the end of the world when you say that shit about Push.
But Push been doing this for a long time. DaBaby gave us one bag of flow. Push raps different. He don't got the same flow every single song.
Push has
he got the same content.
Push has like 3 flows.
That's 2 more than DaBaby. That's 2 more than that nigga Kirk, bro.
But for you to be this elite MC and you feel like
who said that though? I think that's the other thing. Y'all putting Push on this level that other niggas didn't put him on. He was never elite. He's a dope rapper who has a lane, but he's not like.
When niggas ask about how he worked with Kanye, he like, oh yeah, Kanye just want to hear the Push. Like, he's just such a fan. He's also I'm you know what I am over and what I've been over. I've been over Pusha T interviews. Like, he's a corn dog in real life. I don't want to hear that man talk ever.
You don't want to hear him talk.
I don't want to hear him talk. Not like when he get into that evil eye bag, when he start looking at the camera, like, cue it up yet. Like, bro, I do not want to hear enough of that.
I think he's just a goofy nigga. Like, honestly, I do. I think he's just one of them weird goofy niggas. Like, that just like that kind of shit. I don't pay that no mind.
Grandma.
But he's definitely like, he's got a niche. He's got a lane. And if you expect him to step out of that lane and be something other than that, you're going to be disappointed when you listen to him. When I put Pusha on, I know I'm getting glamorous Coke rap. And I'm okay with that because that's why I cut it on. I want to feel like it's a brick in my trunk when I throw that shit on. I'm okay with that. Like, that's exactly what I want because I'm not going to listen to that shit every day. You understand what I'm saying? The same way. And it's funny and it's weird to hear you say that because you are very much a nigga, oh, that's just a vibe. Like, that's what you always say about Future. When I tell you how much I hate Future, you always just be like, no, it's just the vibe. You got to be on that vibe. Like, Future, like, and that album is ass. Like, fuck out of here. That album trash. Like, make faces all you want. That shit trash, bro. That album is trash. Like, that album is big trash. Big trash. And I tried to listen to it. From the heart, I tried to listen to it. It's part of the reason why I ain't get to the Jack Harlow joint because I'm still trying to get this shit a chance. That shit is trash, bro. It's trash. It's trash.
It's not. It
really is.
Definitely his best album since Dirty Sprite 2.
It's definitely. I don't have a lot of reference with that because I don't listen. But this shit's not good. It just wasn't good to me. Like, I'm trying. It's not doing nothing for me. Maybe I gotta get drunk.
It's not good for you. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. To me. Okay, I'll preface all that. To me, that album is trash.
I'm never saying that Push's shit was trash. I'm just over you. I'm over you making it to the NFC Championship and then losing by 3 every year. Like, it's a very good album, very good performance. It just never, since My Name Is My Name, it just hasn't like given me the full hug. I don't know.
So you like Future's album better than Pusha T's album?
Oh, no. What you talking about? I ain't saying
I'm asking. That's a question.
No.
That's a question.
I like it. I listen to it more. It's not a better album.
Okay. That's
Future,
fair.
I can respect that. There, dog.
You said what?
Said the Future got some shit on it. That shit with both of them shits with Drake.
I don't count no songs him and Drake do. Because that's an automatic win.
Drake,
every song outside
Drake
them 2 songs
on there, motherfucking talking.
them song, every song outside them 2 songs is mid as a motherfucker.
I come in, I said right hand, right knee, left hand, left heel, make that ass wave, make that ass jet ski. But yo, I can't niggas started talking.
I ain't gonna hold you. I can't wait to go to the strip club and hear that song. That shit fire. Yeah, that's a good song. You're absolutely right about that. But what I'm telling you is that the rest of that album is mid. Them 2 songs is fire. The rest of that shit mid, bro.
Not a joint after the first joint. The joint with him and Drake that like I've been trapping around the world. Right. That joint. The one after that is hard. It was a love song. There's a couple joints on there.
I might throw them Drake Jones in the rotation. Them 2. Like I said, I definitely can't.
The joint with Kanye is cool.
And lose a few ones to that song. I'm not mad at that, but
Chickens with ESTG is hard.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I disagree. It's all right. Like, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying it's trash because it's trash by the expectations that these niggas on Earth are putting on Future.
The last
by my expectations, I guess it's just super mid because I'm not a huge Future fan. If I'm being less harsh because of other outside factors.
Go back and listen to the last song, Back to Basics. He really went on YouTube and searched up Meek Mill type beat. And that's what the beat literally sounds like a Meek Mill type beat. Like he tried his best. He tried his best to make like a whiny Meek Mill song.
Why though? Why did he do that?
Because I got high. I don't know. Niggas just be doing what they feel like it.
That's weird, man. I don't know. Future got bro got a lot of work to do for me, man. I wasn't feeling that album. Let's see who else dropped though that we haven't talked about. Has anything else dropped that we haven't had a chance to discuss?
Kendrick dropped tomorrow.
Yeah, excited. Do we like the Heart Part 5? Are we losing our shit
I like
over
the song.
Are we losing our shit like the rest of the earth is? Because motherfuckers are going crazy over that video and that drop. He dropped the album art today.
You know what that video, the vibe gives me? Because we was outside 2013 when Yeezus is about to come out, and you just might be out somewhere and the motherfucking lights flash up on the side of a building and New Slaves just come on.
Yeah, you told that story before. That's always a cool ass story to hear.
Yeah, like but that's what that music video remind me of, like just Head and Shoulders. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean,
listen, just like a fire element. Like,
who's your one? Are Cole, Kendrick, and Drake your top 3 right now? Are they 1, 2, 3?
Cole, Drake, and Kendrick, because I don't have enough from Kendrick in the last 5 years. Drake and Cole has given us a lot since 2017, which is wild because there was a point where you can make an argument where Kendrick was the most active out of the 3.
And then he took a pill. He took a little chill pill. Fall back. Relax. Did you hear the rumor that's been praised out that he's writing for King? That King don't write his own shit and that Kendrick writing for him? Yeah. And that there's some J-Rock shit out there that Kendrick wrote too?
Yeah, Money Trees.
See, here's the thing though. Even if Kendrick wrote Money Trees, he couldn't have performed it like Jay did. Like, he fucked that joint up. Also, I feel like Money Trees, that sounds like J-Rock. Like, that sound like the same J-Rock like, that's peak J-Rock.
Strange music J-Rock.
Like, imagine rock up in them, I guess with them, niggas big and rock. Like, he be fucking that joint up, bro. Bacon soda, YOLO with it. Ain't no turkeys on Thanksgiving. Oh boy, my homeboy just don't. I just pray the Lord forget. He be fucking that joint up, bro. That's my shit. I fucks with that joint. That might be my favorite J-Rock verse. Like,
they said he wrote King's Dead too.
You said what?
They said he wrote King's Dead.
He fucked King's. He definitely fucked King's Dead up.
You know what I'm saying? They're saying Kendrick wrote his part on King's Dead.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's what they said. That was the other verse. You know what? King's Dead sound like one of them songs that's like I got a whole song, but I need other niggas to do certain parts. It sounds like Kendrick just wrote that shit.
Like This Is America?
I can't do this. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was what it was. I don't see I don't see that whole thing, except for Future Part, of course. I don't think
Why did niggas start rapping like Lord Farquaad?
Oh, he's terrible, bro. He's a good entertainer. He's not good at rapping.
Yo,
he entertains the shit out
off, bro.
He's not very good at rapping. I don't know. J-Rock on Wild Freestyle might be my favorite J-Rock verse. Cause my old school match by we ball it on the art top. I told you he cooked that joint. Yeah. He fucked that joint up too. I don't know. I would have to sit down and think about that. J-Rock got some joints. Oh, the joint with him and yeah, he got a lot of joints.
He got some shit with what's the shit on YG first album? Nigga, I'm from Bounty Hunters.
He fucked that verse up too. You know what? We really got to start talking about J-Rock a little bit more.
I've been saying J-Rock be giving us the best verses.
Yeah, I've been saying this. The brother really be spitting, like he really be going in. So that's wild.
I ain't raised no fool. Daddy told me I was leaving the house without my tool. YG used to be nice too.
Yeah, that was short lived.
Oh yeah, very short lived.
That didn't last very long.
He had a couple Drake features. Cole fuck with him. That shit with him, that Scared Money shit is all right.
He co-signed by the right niggas. It's just something missing. Like I don't know what it is.
Production, because his production still seemed very much like FL Studio.
Yeah, he definitely got some weird ass beats he be picking. He got a joint with YG got a joint with Nip. He got a couple joints with Nip.
Oh yeah.
And I like every single one. Now that I sit here and think, like, I don't any song he got Nip on or Nip got him on, I fucked with. Last time that I checked, the joint off of the whatchamacallit album, the right before Victory Lap that he had with him. Songs escaping me. But yeah. No, it's
how you feel about Mozzie?
Mozzie fire. You don't like Mozzie?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I fucks with Mozzie. It's that weird pocket of MCs where it's like I fuck with him, but it's like I don't check for him enough. He's on that.
Mozzie?
Mozzie's on that.
Mozzie is Graf if Graf was a gangster.
I like that analogy. For those who don't know who Graf is, tell them who Graf is. Give the viewers context, bro.
Graf is like Lupe Fiasco if Lupe had more sex and played less Street Fighter.
If Lupe had more sex and played less Street Fighter. You heard it. There it is.
D-Hood. That nigga got topped off in front of Angelina and them on live radio.
Yeah, that was different. That was definitely different. Funny as shit though.
Draped up and draped out.
Oh shit. You know
was that Draft or was that Murs? Both they the same nigga to me, bro.
Murs.
They
Left knows Murs. Like
they the same nigga, bro.
Left know Murs. That's his folks. I'm mad he not here to chime in on that. He know Murs. That's his guy. Like that's actually his people's. That's wild. Especially because we know what Left get into sometimes, but we ain't gonna open niggas' cases while they ain't here to. You now as much as you call Left freaky, this freak boy.
he do be freaky deaky. He be having the freaky deaky.
Shout out to the brother Left. We are an hour and 23 minutes in. Literally
in podcast
for the people is 8:47. We only got about 15 minutes or so left before we shut the show down for the night. Like I said, ended a little early. Gotta pick up the missus from the airport. You know how that airport should be. So don't want motherfuckers waiting. So we'll be shutting it down a little bit early. But in the meantime, we still got some time here with you.
How you call your wife motherfuckers? We want to keep motherfuckers waiting.
Listen, that's how I talk, nigga. She know how I talk.
You want to keep motherfuckers waiting.
because you don't want to keep motherfuckers waiting. I wouldn't want motherfuckers to keep me waiting, and in that situation, I would be motherfuckers waiting. I don't want to be. So it's a courtesy thing, regardless of how it come out. You gonna say why you call your wife motherfuckers, and then I made it plural too.
Hey, let's talk about this. You live in that freak ass area of town that got
I live near the airport. I live near the airport.
Hey,
I live near the airport. There are a ton of hotels near here. If you owned a strip club, where would you put your strip club at? Within 2 miles of the airport, like all the strip clubs around here are. It's good business. Now, the fact that it's all on one block and that happens to be the same block as junkyards, cars. Yeah. If you could buy a car, fix your car, and get a lap dance all on the same strip. Buy a car, fix your car, wash your car.
You can get your oil change. You can get your oil change and your fuel injected in the same building, and that shit is obtuse.
Listen, bro. Like I said,
I want to go.
I live less than a mile from the airport. It might be a little over a mile, but either way, the airport is extremely close. There's a block, Essington Avenue / Passyunk, that has strip clubs in it because there's hotels right around the corner, and it just don't make no sense for
down between them cars.
Oh, I think we got Shotty. I don't know. She looked like she out in the world. Let me see. Shotty. Oh, she froze up. I see her down there, but I don't hear her. We're gonna give her a minute to get it together over there. We'll when she's ready for us, she'll let us know. But I think we're gonna have Shotty. Either way, but no, that like I said, that shit is right there at the it's at the strip club, at the airport, at the hotel, at the car dealership, at the car rental place. All this shit is right there, bro. I didn't make it that way. That just happens to be what it is. So,
the first time, I mean, not even the first time. I've been near crib. I don't know how many times. I was like, man, look at this freaking ass yellow goddamn rainbow unicorn connected to the goddamn.
Yeah,
that shit was something else.
Yo, it's so funny because you're clearly an out of town person and haven't been over there, because I've never had anyone call me like you pulled off and was like, bro, what the fuck is this? Like, and mind you, because you live because Walt Whitman is right there. So in my mind, you had to have gone past there, leaving my crib before. And that's definitely not the first time you've been to my spot. So like, I'm like, but it was funny though, because you put the post up and wifey was like, well, damn, why he had to make it seem like I said, because the nigga don't know. I said, niggas in Philly ain't gonna be surprised by that. You see, McClure was right. He knew right what you was talking about.
Yeah.
And he ain't even from here.
Yeah. Scott came too. That nigga Scott came from Jersey. Scott came from further away from Philly than I am.
And niggas knew where it was. Niggas knew exactly where you was talking about. And that's the strip, bro.
The strip.
And like, yo, Ballbusters is the most amazing pool hall in the world. It's really a barbershop in the back of that bitch.
That's wild.
You could get a cut and go shoot pool.
I know they be shooting dice in there.
Look, as long as they don't be shooting niggas, like, it's a safe place to hang. It's a bunch of old niggas in there. You ain't never got to worry about no goofy shit in Ballbusters. Like, because young niggas don't play pool. And it ain't nothing else in there. It ain't no liquor. Like, you could bring you could bring your own beer. It's BYOB. You could bring your own shit if you want to. But it ain't a bar and it ain't no women. Ain't no young boys in there. It's just old heads shooting pool and talking shit. If you ain't about that, it ain't no reason for you to hang there. That's why it's a place I enjoy being here and there. It's me and my brother when we play pool. Sometimes we pull up to that gym. It's a good spot. Let me see. Is there anything here that I wanted to get into before we start looking towards closing thoughts? Oh. Hold up. You hear about Brett Favre?
Who he showed his dick to?
No, this wasn't that. Not this time. Mississippi Department of Human Services is suing NFL's Brett Favre and 3 former pro wrestlers, along with several other people and businesses, to try and recover millions of misspent welfare dollars that were intended to help some of the poorest people in the country.
Oh wow.
They squandered more than $20 million in temporary assistance for needy families through an anti-poverty program. The suit was filed 2 weeks ago. A mother and a son who ran a nonprofit and an education company pleaded guilty to state criminal charges. And they basically started dropping the dime. And the wrestlers that are involved in this suit are none other than the $1 Million Man, Mr. Ted DiBiase, and his son, Ted DiBiase Jr. The other person is unnamed in the suit. But they had a Christian evangelist, motivational speaker, ran by Heart of David Ministries, and they received $1.7 million in welfare grant money in 2017 and 18. This is just a wild story, man. Rich people just trying to get the fuck over. There's a lot of pieces to it. It's really fucking sad. Like, just money meant for poor people that rich people stole. Essentially, that's what this is. But it's wild that it's the $1 Million Man and his son and Brett Favre. If I gave you 5 million fucking chances, you couldn't put them three people together. You couldn't do that shit on your best day.
You probably couldn't even put the father and the son together.
That's what I'm saying. Like fucking Ted DiBiase and Ted DiBiase Jr. The last time I heard about Ted DiBiase was on my fucking West Side Gun album. When they used one of his old Jones for the, and then they in the WWE made him take that shit down. Which is crazy.
What's his name? Raised his ass want all his coin, bro.
My whole thing is, bro, like at what point can you just let niggas win for once? Is we ever gonna let niggas win? They gave them people $20 million for poor people. You know what they mean by poor people. Especially in the state of Mississippi. Although there's a lot of poor white people in Mississippi, I'm assuming.
White trash.
But you know where some of that money was going at the very least. And you know where it never made it to. Crazy.
Saha dropped something today.
Saha, I'm so happy that Saha decided to come back to music. Did you see that Danger Mouse and Tariq are doing Black Thought?
Yeah, I saw they dropped something. They dropped a song, right?
They're dropping a whole project.
No, I mean they dropped the song,
but they are definitely dropping an entire project, and I'm excited about that. That like Thought over Danger Mouse production is going to be, that's going to be nasty. That's going to be a fire ass album. Let me see. Yeah, no, but that Brett Favre shit is wild, man. And it's funny that they put his face on the front of it when it's actually a group of white men in that particular situation. And it's all white dudes, too. Like, you seen the indictment pictures. Like, it's all white men.
Hey, bro.
Well, I mean, it's Mississippi, so.
Kurt Busch.
This nigga's really surprised.
Kurt Busch is a NASCAR driver, and he has a Jordan sponsorship. And his car that he will now be racing, it looks like a Black Cement 3.
That's fire. That's actually fire. I don't even need to see the car to know that's fire, just because. Oh yeah, that's now it's even more. Yeah, that's real. I like that. Jordan sponsorships are fire. They do good jobs with their athletes, and they drop fire stuff on. Oh, I knew it was this. And this is we can go right into closing thoughts after this. Nike suing StockX for selling fake shoes.
Oh yeah.
Crazy, right?
It's bad. I look. Is y'all niggas be walking around with that green little tampon hanging off the side of them niggas be leaving that StockX tag on their sneakers, like you know how on Call of Duty you can put that little trinket on the side of your gun.
That's what it look like.
Yeah, it'd be like a Hawaiian lady.
Man, that shit, man. They run around with rape whistles hanging from their shoes and shit, like this shit. That's not a good look. So apparently Nike bought counterfeit pairs from StockX. This is what the story says. Now, some people, very conspiracy theory type people, are saying that this is just a ploy to get rid of some of the competition. But the reality is that shit don't mean that. The StockX is the reason why Nike sell out every release. So I don't think, or part of the reason I should say, places like StockX, GOAT, eBay now, since they got the authentication process, quote unquote. These are the people who are now kind of like keeping Nike afloat.
Yeah.
Like everything sells out. Even the shit that's not good sells out because people know they can run the StockX and charge a premium for it. People know they can run the GOAT and charge a premium for it. So I don't see that. I don't see this being a way to get rid of competition. Now, if they're trying to get rid of competition so they can start selling shoes at retail price to regular people, then this is a ploy for that. But I don't see that. Because if, like literally, if you go on the Nike sneakers app, it might be a few shoes available. But if you just go on a regular non-release day, the only thing you're going to be able to buy is a pair of Air Force Ones.
Uh-huh.
Everything else is gone already. And you might not get the Force Ones.
Uh-huh. You will if you come to me, but you know,
that's another discussion for another day. But it's not them getting rid of StockX doesn't make sense to me.
Hey,
I think they really promote each other in a great way. But at the same time, if they really are giving off fake pairs, that does hurt Nike's business. Because now you selling shit saying that is our product and it's not our product. So I see it from both sides. I see how it could be, how the relationship needs to be repaired and salvaged for Nike, but I also see how it could be a negative thing, and they can look at it as we got to get them out of our circle to make sure people trust us. But I don't know. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. It's a weird thing.
You see, J. Cole was at Rowan's graduation.
For the young lady whose high school graduation he attended, and said he would come to college if she got into a 4-year school and graduated, and he did it. And he also paid her tuition.
Yep.
Yeah, Cole a real one, man. Like, you can say what you want. Like, I know niggas who don't. I still don't get how niggas don't think he's a good rapper.
These niggas is weird, bro. It's all them niggas that you friends with in that group.
First off, I know 3 of them niggas, and
you know all them niggas, man.
I know 3 of those niggas. I got added to that group the same way you did, by the same exact person.
It's good dialogue in here. Like, all right, bet. If your arms don't come from across your chest, like Jesus Christ.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, I'm not a. I
don't even be trolling in there. It just
I am not a huge fan of everybody's opinion in there, but I do enjoy the group from time to time. It's some interesting questions and some good shit that happens, but it's a lot of old niggas stuck in their ways in there, a ton. And I don't disagree with you on
Drake. I listen to Kool G rap.
Here's the thing. Of all them old niggas, though, Kool G Rap the only one that I know made bars in the 2000s that was fire. Like, I ain't hear shit from Big Daddy Kane since the 80s. I don't know when the last time Kool Mo D rapped. LL don't rap no more. I done heard Kool G Rap kill Mos Def and Kweli on a verse. So, fuck that. G Rap always gonna have my respect. I don't give a fuck. He's my favorite nigga from that era. Like, far and away. Not even close. So it will be no G-Rap slander. Everybody else, fuck them niggas. But G-Rap can rap. And like I said, Mos Def is one of my top 3 favorites. And I heard him cook Mos on the track. Like, ridiculously. Kweli ain't that high on my list, so I ain't excited about him cooking Kweli. But I heard him
Kweli looks like a fox.
You said what?
Talib Kweli look like a fox.
Kweli one of them weird niggas. He one of them weird Grand Rising ass niggas. I don't like the kind of niggas.
He had a Dominican beard.
Yeah. You got it. Yeah, he definitely got one of them.
He said,
but
hot thing, word.
Yeah.
That shit was cold, bro.
Kweli got some joints, man.
You mean I live in a chicken get rib? I mean, that's my favorite CD that I play in my crib.
I mean, why is you lying? Quad, they don't believe me. Please think of the line. She ain't gonna think of the line. Yeah.
Quad could get the all the time and get a high.
Well, man, that graduation album. I mean, that College Dropout album. All them Jones, man. It's just Ye first for it. He did so well. I don't know.
over the years, we were made to believe that Kanye wrote a lot less of that material than it was made out to be on the documentary.
I would agree. He was writing way more of his raps than niggas was giving him credit for.
Yeah, like you couldn't have told me that Rhymefest didn't write everything.
That's how niggas made it sound. Even Rhymefest made it sound like
that. Yeah.
And when I say niggas, I'm saying him. He made it sound like that.
The Kanye let that shit slide.
That's because he fucked with him. He a weird nigga, but he a good nigga at the same time.
Rhymefest's mouth too big for him to be rapping.
He a good dude, but he weird as shit. And like he just do certain shit sometimes. But I think at the core, he's still an all-right boy. But he just
I don't know. Like Consequence, bro.
You say you don't like who?
Consequence.
Cons? I don't know. Grammy Family and whatchamacallit still two of my favorite songs. They on so many of my playlists. I ain't saying I like Cons as a whole, but Cons got some verses that's just classic to me. Hey, yo, good morning, America. Good morning, America. Who gave me good? Bring my watching Good Morning, America. That song is crazy. Him and Ye went bananas on that shit, bro.
I'm from Queens. I was just over that. Over that. That's what I'm over.
Oh, shit.
I'm from Queens.
Big Shotty. I see you was struggling to get on. We about to get ready to close it, Shotty, but we got you in here for a minute.
She was struggling to get on.
It's RCN.
It's RCN. We know.
RCN
baby.
What?
The internet, bro.
The internet.
That's why we couldn't get you on. But Shotty, we about to go into closing thoughts because I got to pick the missus up from the airport. But I'm glad you made it though. But Shotty, I need you here for a full show. Listen, right? Let me explain to you real fast. Because I saw this post, right? And it was wild. Basically, the gist of the post is they was talking about the boy, what's his name from Grey's Anatomy that all the women was lusting over him today. All right, yeah, boy. They was talking about that, right? And so the conversation was like it was hating niggas, it was thirsty women, and there was a combination of that conversation in the comments. But the conversation went to body shaming, and that's where it got interesting to me. And that's where
y'all go pee.
No, listen, I'll let Shy tell you what it was. What was observed about the brother Jesse Williams this week? Because I just know I heard
everybody's talking about his PP, and now he was on Broadway doing some show and he was slapping it.
I mean, and sometimes you do. Before you send that picture, sometimes you got to slap it a couple times.
Yo, holy shit! Sometimes you gotta slap it. That might be the name of the show. That might be the title right there. Right at the end. Sometimes you gotta slap it before you send that pic.
Terrible.
Oh man, no, that's actually funny. But I wanted to get into it because, like,
wait, it was little.
Apparently not. No, sir. No, apparently that's the narrative is that it was far from
that. But it was nice. I mean.
Shotty stay bullshitting, bro. He's saying bullshitting like
you be trying to get Shotty to be as raunchy as us. That's what it
is, bro. Let it go. The big ass titties, nigga. Just like
no. So listen, right?
Damn,
here's the angle of the conversation, and I'm gonna introduce it now. But Shy, if you're available next week, I need you next week so we can finish this.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start it down. So it's like the guys was in there and they like, y'all worse than us, whatever. So then one of the girls was like, oh, your dick must be little because you mad. Now, another girl comes on and was like, now, if this was a post about a girl ass and a guy came on here saying something about the girl ass being little, y'all would be like, y'all body shaming, y'all doing this, y'all do that. Right. But I bet you if he say that, y'all gonna call him a bitch, y'all gonna call him a pussy, y'all gonna talk crazy about him and all that. So the conversation just blew up from there. And I was like, damn, that's an interesting angle. Because for as unfair as the balance is between the shit women can do and the shit men can do in that particular area, Y'all don't get no slack for that kind of shit. Don't nobody call women out for that shit. We get called out for that shit often.
We do it all the time.
It's still funny.
We get called out for that shit a lot.
I can imagine.
And what the one chick said is that basically, no matter what, we're all making fun of people or giving people shit about something that they have literally zero control over. Right. That's just literally the cards you was dealt with in the flow of it. And the flip side of that, and a dude came in there and was just like, and the thing is, y'all could do shit like go buy titties or go buy ass. Like,
we can wait until I get this $1,300 extendo.
Now, remember you said that you said
nigga go buy titty, go buy ass. I want to go buy a dingling.
What is it called, Hood?
$1,300 stimulus extendo.
Extendo is wild. Like, you gotta pause that. Like, that's crazy.
It's taking over. The BB is taking over.
My shit about to be shaped like a. Remember those guns for the Nintendo? The Duck Hunt joint.
You about to have the I forgot the name. That joint had it. I forgot the name. That's crazy. But no. So the conversation was very interesting, but I think it's one that got a lot of different angles to it. So I don't want to rush it. And right now we don't really have enough time for us to like fully break it down.
I hope Left Ear, because that nigga.
Yeah, no, I would love to have Left Ear too. Like, I really would, because I just think, I don't know. I think it's one of them things that's just like, we don't think about that kind of shit.
You think he cried when Yamin moved on?
You said what?
You think he cried when Yamin moved on?
Leave that brother alone. I'm not even going there. He not here to defend himself.
Oh, his uncle. That's him too. I said, "Is this true about your uncle?" I'm sorry.
He was swinging. He was swinging in the room. Y'all niggas was swinging in the rooms.
Yeah, he was sick. Yeah, we need Lefty here because we gotta talk about Uncle.
Yeah, no, we definitely gotta talk about Unc. I think I think even some of the shit he used to get into was a good conversation based on that, with the body shaming and that. I think we can loop all that shit into one good one. So no, I agree. We gotta get Left in here. But yeah, Shadi. So that's the premise, and that was the meat of the conversation I wanted you there for. But I understand shit happens sometimes. We got technical problems and issues, and I appreciate you popping on for right now. Shadi, you can do a hot take and a closing thought all in one. You give us two to make sure we remember your presence today.
So Unc's passing has like triggered some deep root feelings for a lot of people.
It has.
It really has. Like, people are going, and I feel like how you treat people on Earth is how you really proceed in your passing. So hopefully it just changes how people start living their life, because people are really funky. And other news, my takeaway, my podcast is going to start soon, so we can talk about that later. That's why I'm all over the place, because I'm trying to photo shoot, IDs, all that stuff. It's been a lot. I got to get out my own way. So somebody yesterday.
Let's go, Big Shotty. We ready.
Give us Shotty with the body.
You got to let us know. Promo time, Shotty.
And it's going to be nice because she's connected to so many people. Another, what's his name? Tracy Hardy. He owns Lou and Choose. So we'll be doing like live events at Lou and Choose. And like concerts and stuff. Yeah, it's like
we got some stuff in the works too, Shadi. Trust me, it's about to be big on everywhere. So you let us know what you got. We'll be promoting you.
Y'all are the first people.
You already know. Brotherhood, the Tory sympathizer. What's your closing thought today, bro?
Shadi need to stop over here acting all coy. What's his name again? Mervin?
Herman on here.
Herman.
He Herman on here.
Herman is. Whew.
Well, he did it. Yep.
Wait. Never mind, Shadi.
He took it. Look, she was Tokyo drifting on that curve. Go ahead.
Yo.
Like he Donkey Kong this.
Oh God.
He's
Herman's good.
Shout out to Herman. One day we gonna know that brother real name, but we still gonna call him Herman
to his
just
face.
so we clear. On this particular publication, he always gonna be Herman. So we got to get him cool with that because we don't want brother.
My name is John. Yeah, Herman.
Right? Yeah, it's Herman.
We were here first, so
yeah, no, and it's all love because we gonna take care of you if that Herman shit don't work out. So,
well, why you make it sound like that? Hey, look, hey, Shotty, we gonna make it. We gonna take care of you.
You a freak ass nigga. You a weirdo.
We gonna take care of you.
I know.
Yo, you got to do better, bro. You absolutely got to do better. Like, just whatever, man. Anyway,
closing thoughts for me. Like we was gonna wear Timberland. Yo, you know it'd be crazy if I wore one buckwheat and one black, and you wore one buckwheat and one black. We was treating that shit.
Yeah, bye, yo. All right, I don't even have a closing thought. I gotta go because I can't be fucking with you. We will not be here next week. We off next week, just so you know. Yeah. I just said I need you the week after next, Shotty. I got my senior prom at my job and I gotta work that, John. So we will not
so exciting.
Yeah. So I gotta be in attendance for that to make sure I'm supporting my kids and all that good stuff. So I will not be available next week. But we will be back the following week. You know, y'all get a little break from us, but I'm gonna have something to stream for y'all. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna figure that out over the next couple of days. You're gonna have some new content from us next Thursday. It just won't be a live show, but pay attention. You'll see what it is. Yeah. You know, yeah, we'll be back 2 weeks from now, 7:30, talking shit, having fun. Go home. Hopefully, Left will be with us. We're gonna definitely try and get Shotty with us. We'll Shotty out. We'll talk off.
Pray for me, y'all. I got COVID.
Hopefully, D Hood's over this COVID shit. Feel better, good brother. Like I said, I appreciate you punching through today. You did not have to, but you did, and you're my guy for that. Yeah, you know what I didn't do today, or I haven't done in a while, I should say, as my as my closeout. I gotta, because I love them so much.
The shadows to get your bear on, shit quite necessary. Post it up on the corner making cherry. In the month of January, me and one leg Willie hanging around the wheelbarrow. Don't tell them that I told them. I told the homie soul looking over his shoulder. Hail Mary. Told you niggas scared.
Red, that's my shit, man. I gotta give them some play at least a couple times a season for no reason other than the fact that shit is just ridiculous. It's hilarious, man. I love y'all. Hope y'all love us back. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Peace and blessings, y'all.
Peace.